Hey guys, I'm Nisa Homey. Today I'm sharing a simple yet nutrient dense dal curry made with easily available ingredients which goes perfect with rice or with roti. So without wasting much time, let's get started with the recipe. Into a bowl, I'm adding in half cup Channa Dal. Channa Dal is also a rich source of protein. It's also known as Kadala Parippa in Malayalam. Into that, I'm adding in some water. And I'm going to allow this to soak for about 20 to 30 minutes. It's about 30 minutes now, and as you can see the chana dal is nicely soaked. So I'm going to rinse it a couple of times and then I'm going to pressure cook the chana dal. I have added the washed and rinsed chana dal into my pressure cooker, and into this I'm adding in half teaspoon turmeric powder. I'm roughly chopping one tomato and adding it into the chana dal. Add in pink Himalayan salt as needed and add in some water. I added 1 glass of water, and now I'm going to pressure cook this. So after the first whistle, I'll be reducing the flame to the lowest for another 5 minutes, and then I'll turn off the pressure cooker and allow it to depressurize by itself. While the dal is getting cooked, let's get the other ingredients ready. So I'm using one turai. Turai is also known as ridge gourd. So I'm going to peel the skin and chop it into small pieces. I'm just slicing into half. As you can see, this is very tender and there are no seeds. So I'm using my potato peeler to peel off the skin. And once peeled, slice off the stem part. And then wash and rinse it thoroughly. You can make chutneys with the peel if you prefer. And once washed and rinsed, just chop into small pieces. Turai or rich gourd is packed with a range of health benefits, like it promotes weight loss, it helps to reduce body heat, helps in controlling diabetes. Turai is also a rich source of vitamin A in the form of beta carotene. Now since rich gourd is a good source of vitamin A, whenever you use rich gourd, do try to include a good source of healthy fat like organic desi ghee or any wood pressed oil which you can locally source. Vitamin A is fat soluble and you need a good source of healthy fat for the better assimilation of vitamin A. Next, I'm chopping one tomato. Now reduce the flame to the lowest and let it cook on low flame for another 5 minutes. I'll also be thinly slicing 2 green chilies. Green chilies you can increase or decrease to suit your taste. Now to make this more nutrient dense, I'm using some amaranth leaves which I harvested from my balcony garden. Not much, but about a handful. I also have a small stem of the amaranth leaves. This one I'll be slicing it very thinly. If you don't have shallots at hand, you can use half or one of a medium-sized onion instead of shallots. Green chili I am thinly slicing. And once sliced, I'm going to keep this aside. Next, I'm going to thinly slice the greens. And I'm also finely chopping the stem of the amaranth. It's a very tender stem, so I didn't have the heart to throw it away. You can also use it in sambar or any curry of your choice. Just make sure the stem is tender. This is ready. Let's make the tadka now. I'll be chopping the coriander leaves and adding it into the dal towards the end. I'm freshly grinding some black peppercorns. I used half teaspoon whole black peppercorns. Now let's check on the dal. Okay, the dal is cooked and now I'm going to mash it really well. So I have coarsely mashed the dal. Now into this I'm adding in the chopped turai or rich gourd. Add in half cup of water. Just give it a mix, and I'm going to pressure cook it for 2 whistles on high flame. Now for tadka, I'm heating a wide kadai, and into that I'm adding in 1 tablespoon wood pressed groundnut oil. Now instead of wood pressed groundnut oil, you can use any locally sourced wood pressed oils of your choice, or you can use desi ghee instead. Just remember that using a good source of healthy fat will help to assimilate fat soluble vitamins like vitamin A, K, E and D faster into your body. Once the oil is heated, I am adding in 1 teaspoon jeera, also known as cumin seeds. And once the jeera splutters, I am adding in 1 red chilli which I have broken into 2, and then add in the sliced ingredients. Give it a stir and let it saute on low flame for about a minute or 2, or until the shallot starts to turn transparent and light pink in color. Next, add in half teaspoon turmeric powder, 1/4 teaspoon hing, also known as asafoetida and kayam in Malayalam, the ground black peppercorns, and give it a stir. Next, add in the chopped amaranth leaves and lightly give it a stir. I have already added salt to the dal. Still I'm adding in little more pink Himalayan salt. Just give it a stir. And once the leaves has wilted, add in the cooked dal and turai. And allow it to come to a boil. And lastly, I'm chopping in the coriander leaves. And give it a stir, and once it starts to boil, turn off the flame, cover and serve after about 2 to 3 minutes. And after 2 to 3 minutes, the dal is ready to serve. You can enjoy this with rice or with roti. So guys, do try this recipe and let me know how it turned out. Thank you for watching, and until next time, take care. Bye bye.